What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Lazy Sundays with Dionte
and NiJa.
It's been about we ain't seen y'all since Cold War. 1960. When was the Cold War? Or was that 1940?
I didn't like history, so I don't know.
You're terrible at this.
But welcome back.
It's been a while, man.
Yes.
We just been, doing
We're so
stuff.
Excited to
living
be here.
Life.
Yes.
Trying to, get a hold of things.
Mm-hmm.
So, our first episode back, we kind of just wanted to touch on that, give y'all a little bit of story time.
Yes.
And then, whatever time we got left, we might catch up and see what's going on and everything else. But as far as us, your favorite couple that you sometimes watch.
Yes.
It's been a lot going on. As you can see, somebody got new hair.
Yes.
I got a little bit of hair underneath this hat. You know what I'm saying? Regular haircut day. But somebody got shiny new red hair. It is her hair.
Yes. I decided to dye my hair for my birthday. This guy has been bugging me for years.
For years
to dye my hair red. And I was like,
let's try to be cool.
About it.
I say, listen,
but
let's try to be cool sometimes. I think if you do this, and she said, no, I like reading books. I like doing my own thing. And I'm like, that's fine with me. But I think you can turn it up a notch with a little tinge of the red. And look at her.
Yeah. It actually came out really good. I did it myself with the help of my sister. And after 2 days of doing my hair, it came out right. So I'm happy.
I know, right? Real Charlie Baltimore-ish.
Yeah. So
sing your Charlie Baltimore song you like.
Anyways, so as like I mentioned, my birthday just passed. We also celebrated Sophia's birthday. So that was a lot. We were really, really busy. It's been a lot we're gonna catch y'all up on, but those are like the first two things. Sophia's birthday was an event. She had a My Little Pony birthday party. She turned 5 years old, and it was hot.
It was a COVID party too. Just throw it out there.
It was a COVID party.
Because I know we're gonna end up talking about COVID today.
But
it was a COVID party, so it wasn't nobody there.
Yeah, it was literally the people that we've been around, which was very few, and that was it. So
it was probably 6 total people here.
It wasn't a lot of people at all.
So it was really mostly
family.
Just Sophia bouncing in the bounce house for 5 hours, bro.
Yes. We got our money's worth with that bounce house. I would say I was very proud of her. I was like, okay, go ahead and play, knock yourself out. So for my birthday, I got
red hair.
And then I got
this new, y'all.
An unexpected birthday gift.
So I'm still getting used to the birthday. I'm still getting used to the birthday. The birthday hair. I'm still getting used to the birthday hair.
Every time I wear it straight like this, he's always like, I keep forgetting you got red hair. I'm like, yeah, I do.
Yeah, she got red hair. Y'all see how her lips glistening in here is only because of the red hair, bro. If you can't see it, you'll see it one day.
Yeah. But we had a ball for my birthday. I got some amazing gifts from coworkers and this man over here that I was really shocked.
You want to tell him what you got?
I got a pair of Gucci shoes.
Oh,
shit. They're still packed away in the closet because I just don't know how to feel about them. I've never had something that expensive.
Like a stepper. That's what you feel like.
Yeah, so... so that was fun. Birthday party, and then what else new that we got?
We got vaccinated in between this time.
Yes.
And it's one of the things, let's go ahead and get into this COVID stuff. I mostly got it. Basically, it's one of them things where it's not necessarily something that I wasn't gonna do.
Yeah.
But it was just one of them things that I kind of wanted to be safe. And then, with Sophia getting ready to start school, which we're going to get into in a little bit. But with her starting school and just the way we kind of moving around, even though we're not really out like that, we make short trips. But I be having to do stuff for work or having to do this and that.
Yeah.
Where I would rather just be vaccinated, make sure I ain't bringing nothing back. So it's more, but I feel like we was gonna get vaccinated.
Yeah,
anyways,
we were just gonna do it on our own time. Yeah. We didn't want to feel forced or rush or anything like that. So
or not have the what's the sorority coming through? The Delta coming through, fucking shit up. You know, so
yeah. So
damn variants.
Yes,
Loki.
I actually just got my second one. Go ahead. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Oh no, you good? I was just about to say this Delta variant. I'm assuming they got is. See, this is what made me think the Loki shit. If y'all watch Loki, y'all get what I mean by the variant.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I'm thinking we in some timeline and they're gonna come zap everybody and get it back right.
I don't
and
know.
We're gonna be back in 2020 pre-COVID.
Yes.
I'm thinking that's gonna happen. But go ahead.
But I was just about to say that I got my second one recently and it put me down. It put me down. It wasn't as bad as I've heard some people experiences, but I still wasn't feeling good. I had to leave work early. And then just as a precaution, so I didn't have to leave work early again, I just took off the very next day because I just didn't want to have to deal with it. But other than that, though, I mean, we both, when we first got our first one, we just pretty much had sore arms. That was it. And then I'm waiting for him to have his second one because I'm nervous. I'm hoping he doesn't get sick like how I did a little bit or under the weather. So we'll see. But all in all, it's been good.
See, man. I'm a soldier, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Like and subscribe too. Go ahead and do that. Get that out of
Get that
out of the way right now. Shout out to before I forget because I'm repping my merch.
Yes. Went to a comedy show.
My That Chick Angel merch. So yeah, before we forgot all about that. I'm wearing the shirt, but shout out to Kev on stage, That Chick Angel.
To hear more.
Yeah, they came through a couple weeks ago, which is weird to think about because that was June, right?
Yeah.
Or was that July?
That was July, the end of July. Yep, it was the end of July.
Either way, it felt like it was a long time ago, even though it wasn't really that long. It felt like we just did like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But shout out to them, man. They came through, tore it down. It was hot that night, y'all.
Oh my God.
For it to be, what time did that show start? Like 10?
Yeah, 11? I think it started at 10.
Bruh, I ain't never been outside after 9 o'clock, and it's been this humid in my entire life.
Yeah. Bro. It's that Virginia weather, boy. That
Man,
heat.
Bro. And it's one thing to be hot, but when it's humid like that, as soon as I step outside, I'm sweating, my face is glistening.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. I'm really doing this to get a free wipe on my face. Yeah. But that's what I was doing, bro.
Yeah.
Because it was just unbearably hot. But yeah, man, they put on a good show.
Show was really,
bought some
really
good.
good.
Took a picture with her too after the show. Was that on your phone or my phone?
It was on my phone.
That's why I ain't seen the picture since. But
yeah, we had a really good time that night. I don't know, it was just my first comedy show ever, so I didn't know what to expect. And then I've been watching these people on YouTube for a minute, so it was nice to be able to kind of like put a face with it and to see them kind of be their organic self. Like it wasn't anything different or whatever. And as soon as we walked into the comedy club, Angel and Tahir were selling their own shirts, and I was shocked to see them out, because it was like I didn't expect to be able to walk up to you and, but I mean, it was nice. We really enjoyed ourselves, so just wanted to touch on that.
It was pretty cool, man, and I always like when people come down here and have a good time in our area. But
next,
yeah, man, just to finish up too, because we started touching on this, bro.
What?
But trying to get Sophia ready for school.
Yes.
Sophia just turned 5, like we just said, and so she's trying to go to kindergarten. And the plan actually was initially we were going to put her in pre-K. Last year, like before COVID, before all of this happened, we
all
said
these activities,
pre-K. We were like, I bet. Well, she's getting to the age where she's communication wise and just overall, we felt like she's ready to be, like start doing her own thing more. Even though she's always been independent, that's one thing I can't say about her as a kid. But I guess as far as us being comfortable with her being able to move around and do stuff without us, present.
Yeah.
So yeah, we was trying to do that. and let her, have fun, play with some kids and all that stuff. COVID happened, so she kind of been on lockdown. So, and then we're kind of still in COVID mode, because it's not going anywhere. The actual numbers still kind of going up. So to go from that to just it's the regular shock of having to send your kid to kindergarten anyways, and them getting used to being in a school environment for that long all day. And then just the fact that it's still COVID. Like, it's not even kind of how it was a few months ago, where the numbers were starting to at least kind of steady out, and kind of drop down in some spaces where now we're still hitting high rates because people really not listening. No. That's a whole nother story. But yeah, so it's just been kind of a hassle for us. I'm going to let her take it over. But
it's been an experience because honestly, we both were kind of going back and forth to the point where we kind of started to go at it because it was a lot of miscommunication because we both, this is our first time ever, dealing with sending a child to school. And then you add COVID to that. And now we're both kind of like, well, what do we do? And we both want the best for her. That was like always our number one thing. But then we're both, Dionte, he's always about like, well, let's just see. Let's hear these people out. And then we'll figure out what we're going to do. And I just was like, I was trying to do that, but then I'm like, I keep hearing about COVID cases going up. And our biggest thing where we came down to not allowing her to go in person was us not hearing any major like safety rules or anything that they were putting in place to make sure that she was going to be okay. And I'm like, okay, I will entertain it if I felt like they were going to be like, oh, we're going to have them social distance. It's going to be this, and this, and that. We went to go enroll Sophia, and it was just a little table, and they were like, okay, you got your papers? All right, let me go scan this. And it was like, wait a minute. So you're not going to talk to me about anything? You don't want to know if we're vaccinated? Like, wait a minute.
I don't even think they really...
It was just nothing. They just really didn't ask anything. They didn't really inform us. It was just, oh, here's some extra school supplies in the book bag that we have, and here's a flyer and any extra things you might need.
And they informed us on a pamphlet, but the pamphlet don't really tell us what's going on in the classroom.
It was the bare minimum. They're going to wash their hands and wear masks.
The issue
and not share
really is just the fact that you know how many people are, because public school in general in most places is pretty crowded. And when I say pretty crowded, because I think they say what they want to have in the class is closer to 15 to 20 than what it is, and most classes is double that. I don't think I've ever been in a class where you've really been under like 20, 25 kids. And if that's the case, everybody knows how big a classroom is. You can't properly what's the word I'm looking for?
Social distance.
Self-distance. You can't really social distance with 30 people in the classroom properly, let alone we're talking about kindergartners where most of these kids have barely been in daycare, let alone been around each other or different kids. So I'm supposed to just, even though I can't say this, Sophia is pretty good with having her mask on and, putting it on herself and wearing it, but we're talking about having them wear it all day, let alone social distance from the other at least 20 to 25 kids that I guarantee is going to be in her class. Because it's a regular class, bro.
Yeah, we just were like, we're not going to do it. So that's how we came to the decision to just homeschool her. Like, that's just what we're going to do.
So again, with this COVID stuff, man, we just gonna try it out again and go from there. And next summer, we're gonna see how it goes. This would be easier for us if she was already in school prior to. Like if she was, maybe going to like third or fourth grade at least, so I can say, all right, we done went through kindergarten and everything that's gonna come with that as far as her getting used to school and being able to go. Because that's the other thing too, when she go to first grade, it's like, ain't no naps in here. It's
kindergarten is no naps either. And we were talking about that. He thought they still did naps in kindergarten. I was like, no, that stops in pre-K. Like, After they leave out of pre-K, it's no naps in kindergarten.
I had naps in kindergarten.
Yeah, it's no naps in kindergarten.
They may not do it anymore, but
yeah, no,
I had naps in kindergarten.
Yeah, no. So that's what we've been dealing with as parents. That's like a new little avenue for us, and it's been really weird. But we're just gonna roll with the punches. It just kind of is what it is.
Because it's one of them things where it's like, you don't really know what the fuck to do as a parent anyways. Yeah. So then you just throw COVID on top of it. And it's like,
it's a lot.
Yo, it's a bleep show. And everybody's kind of just moving around trying to determine what's the best course. Should I send my kids virtual? Should I send them to school? And it's like, to be honest, I don't really think it's necessarily a wrong or right answer to this.
Exactly.
It's whatever works for your family. Because some people are in situations where my kid's been in school, there's literally nothing else I can do about it but send them to school. Or if your kid's older, you can feel a little more confident in them going to school because, I mean, hell, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, you're in a situation where your kid's old enough to just go ahead and get the vaccine. And then you don't even really have to sweat it as much. But if you're like me, you got small kids, it's like,
it's a lot.
You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. So you gotta go whatever is best for you and your family and what works. Because the last thing anybody wants is that kid to end up with COVID. And then you're second guessing yourself saying, man, I knew I shouldn't have did this.
Exactly.
So instead of doing that, we just gonna peace out the in-person school now, and then she gonna holler at y'all next year.
Exactly. So the last thing I just randomly thought about, this is something that we were going to discuss, but I guess we can use it as like our last little discussion, and I wanted to talk about the proper way to go about having, how do I want to formulate this?
Oh, Lord.
The proper way to have your work life not interfere with your personal life. So I'm not going to go all into it, just give y'all like a little. Okay, so recently Dionte had a work event that he had to do, which is going to be really good for the business, all those things. And it was like, okay, this sounds like a good idea. But then I was like, okay, wait a minute. This is like after hours, all the things that women are just kind of like, we instantly like red flag, wait a minute. You know, even if it was a group of dudes, you still like, wait a minute. What do you mean y'all doing stuff after work, you know? So, you know, we had this discussion and we're both trying to figure out, okay, I will give Dionte credit for this. Throughout the discussion, he was like, okay, I want to make sure that you are comfortable, and if it makes you extremely uncomfortable,
my arms look big and shiny.
If it makes you extremely uncomfortable, I just, won't even entertain the whole thing because I'm not trying to have my personal life in shambles. What is he doing? And, offer some work stuff.
Never.
So I'm like, okay, I understand that. But
Jay-Z told y'all that.
But my issue, I never want to be the one to be like, oh, you can't do work stuff because I don't like it. It's like, no, let's try to figure out how we can meet in the middle. So I wanted to discuss, like, how do you feel like it's best to go about things like that to make sure that those two don't cross paths so there's no issues?
You're asking me?
Yeah. Even though we just lived it, but
I mean, I don't know. I guess communication, which is partly what I gave. Maybe I didn't do it probably as soon or in the direct manner that I probably should have initially. But I mean, it ain't nothing outside of talking about it with your spouse and then kind of going from there. Which is why, let me say,
that's right.
When I refer to just, because it's not worth it, bro.
Yeah.
If it's a situation where I feel like I gotta do it or I need to, I'll let it be known. Hey, I kind of gotta be here, there, wherever it may be. But for most situations, if it's gonna come across where it's like, whatever it is, whether it's something like this or it's just me, you know what I'm saying, just doing whatever around the house, if it's some shit that's gonna cause an issue, You know, and especially because I don't be caring about this stuff like that. Like, yeah, I care about it, but not enough for it to ruin, you know what I'm saying, what I got at home or my personal life, because that's the stuff that I actually care about. So I don't have, like, it's not on that level to be like, oh, well, whatever. If this goes to bleep, then, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. It's really more so something where it's like, a lot of that stuff is just, I don't want to say something to do, but it is in a sense where it's like my world in general gonna keep spinning whether we do this part or not. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you got issues at home, then it don't work like that, because now everything, when I'm supposed to be chilling, I can't chill.
That's true. Now, I only ask that because I know in my experience with past relationships and just hearing other people experience, you have a lot of men that kind of be like, oh, well, you can't tell me what I can't do, and I'm going to do this, and so what? You's going to be mad. You'll get over it. And I feel like it's not best to go about things like that. Obviously, both parties have to make sure you communicate that really well. You can't just come at somebody and be like, I don't like this, so you can't do this. It's like, that's not how that works. You know, you can't just be like, but I do feel like when your spouse tells you, hey, this kind of makes me a little uncomfortable, or can we talk about this to figure out where we can meet in the middle, I do feel like communication is like the number one thing. But also know your spouse. And I always get on Dionte about this, like, you know how I am. You know me. You know what I'm saying? So what some other people may do in their relationship and it may be okay with them, it may not be okay with me. That doesn't make me a difficult person. And the same with him. We just know each other. I know it's certain ways or certain things that I won't say can and cannot do, but I just move a certain way because I know him. I'm not going to put him in a certain situation to even get mad because I know better. Like, I know these things. So, I don't know. I just wanted to bring that up because I felt like it was, I don't know, I feel like we did pretty good.
Also,
as far as how we handled it.
Yeah. I mean, yes, the most you can do is talk about it. And somebody got to care a little less than the other person.
That's true.
But as far as the whole, you can't make me or you can't tell me what to do, I'm going to do whatever I want to do. That's more like the big joker. You don't really just bring that out unless you need to bring that out. Because that stuff don't usually go over well. The morale of the team, a.k.a. y'all relationship, is going to go down at least 5 points if you break this out. So you got to be in a situation where it's like, this is something I need to do, like for real, and you're just being I guess not unruly, but what's the word? I mean, you're not being understanding, I guess you can put it like that. Yeah. I know a lot of words, but it's one of them things where it's like, look at her, see, she hated. I caught you. But yeah, you only break that out, you know what I'm saying, when it's the end of the game and you're trying to win. You don't just break that out when you're trying to go to 7-Eleven or something like that. You don't tell me what to do. I can get something to drink when I want, and now you slamming doors and you can't come back home all because you was thirsty. 7-Eleven, your shit out. Look, your Slurpee already melted, but by the time you didn't pay for it, you got about this much juice at the bottom. Mad as hell. I can't go back in the house now. I stormed out. Yo, imagine storming out and leaving your keys.
Oh my gosh.
I've done that twice.
Yo. I was just about to say,
give me my damn keys.
He has love and came back and be like, I forgot my wallet. I used to be like, yo. Where you going without your wallet, huh? You had to come back.
Can't buy shit.
Looking dumb. Anyways, y'all, but that's all that we have.
Y'all take Apple Pay.
Yo, that's all we have for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this
video. We should be back regular schedule from now on.
Yeah, we'll see y'all.
Life calming down, so...
Yes, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know anything you want to discuss on the pod. We'll discuss it.
Yes.
See you mother effer soon.